Something is off. You sensed it this morning. You stood at that mirror, hair done, everything in place, and still something was pulling at you. Not the cut exactly. Not the color. Something quieter than that. That feeling is real. And it has a name. It is called hairstyle aging. And it is happening to millions of women over 50 every single morning without them knowing what to call it or how to stop it. Your bone structure did not change. Your elegance did not disappear. But one wrong cut, or one habit held a little too long, is quietly working against you every time someone looks at your face. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and youth-boosting fixes for mature women, so you get simple, proven transformations that work immediately. Today we are covering 5 hairstyles that are aging you. And by part 3, you are going to want to stop and look in the mirror. I mean it. Part 1 opens with the mistake I see most often on women with genuinely beautiful bone structure. Part 2 has a fix so precise and so fast it almost feels unfair. Part 4 covers something that no stylist ever says out loud. And I have never understood why. If you have not already, hit subscribe. I cover this. Part 1, the blunt jaw length bob. You have had this cut before. Maybe more than once. And each time, honestly, it felt like the right decision. Clean. Simple. Easy to manage. But here is something most women are never told about the blunt jaw length bob. The very thing that makes it feel modern is the thing that is working hardest against your face right now. This is the one I see constantly on women with genuinely stunning bone structure. And every single time, it breaks my heart a little. Here is the aging statement. And I need you to hear it clearly. A blunt horizontal cut that ends exactly at the jaw does one specific thing to a mature face. It draws the eye laterally across the widest point of your lower face. And when the eye moves sideways across the jaw, it reads heaviness. It reads jowl. It reads years that are not actually there. That one straight line is secretly adding 4 to 6 years to how your face reads in any room you walk into. The reason this is so hard to spot on yourself is that the cut looks sharp and intentional in photographs from the front. But what you do not see is what it is doing to your facial framing in natural light. In conversation, in motion, at an angle. That is where the damage shows. Now, the fix. And this is the one a friend of mine heard, and immediately called her stylist the same afternoon. The swap is not drastic. You do not need to change the length dramatically. You need to change the hemline from blunt and horizontal to layered and angled. That is all. When layers are introduced into a bob. Part 2, the flat, volumeless crown. Let me ask you something honestly. When is the last time your hair had real volume at the crown? Not product volume. Not the kind that lasts 20 minutes and then collapses. I mean actual lift. The kind that changes the shape of your head from flat to full. Because if you have to think about it for more than 3 seconds, this part is for you. Volume at the crown is not vanity. It is structure. And when that structure disappears, something very specific happens to the proportions of a mature face. Here is what nobody tells you, and I mean nobody. When the crown of your hair sits flat, the visual weight of your face shifts downward. The lower face looks proportionally heavier. The forehead appears shorter. And the overall impression is not simply that your hair looks flat. It is that your face looks pulled down. The aging effect is not just at the hair. It reads in the face. A flat crown is quietly adding years to your face every single day without you knowing it was even a factor. The reason flat crowns become so common after 50 is not laziness, and it is not bad taste. It is biology. After menopause, hair follicles produce finer, lighter strands. The hair that used to hold volume naturally now needs assistance. And if nobody has told you that assistance is now part of your routine, you have been working against your own bone structure without knowing it. This is everything. Write this one down. Volume is not added at the ends. Volume is created at the root. The moment most women understand this, they stop reaching for the wrong products and start getting results that last through an entire day. Here is the fix, and there are 3 parts to it. First, flip your sectioning. When you blow dry, section the crown hair forward toward your face and dry it against its natural direction. Then release it. That reversal creates root lift that no amount of product can replicate if the technique is wrong. Part 3, the too short pixie cut, wrong version. There is a version of the short cut that is transformative. There is a version that is devastating. And the difference between them is so small, so specific, that most women who ask for one get the other and never understand why it did not work the way they imagined. The shortcut, when it is wrong, is the single fastest way to age a mature face. Not because short hair ages women. It does not. Because the wrong version of short does something precise and irreversible to the way light falls across the face. Here is the aging statement I want you to feel. When a pixie cut is cropped too close at the sides and too flat at the top, with no texture, no softness, no movement anywhere, it removes every shadow and contour from the face. And contour is what creates the appearance of structure. Without it, the face reads flat. The cheekbones disappear. The jaw softens. The neck looks shorter. This one cut alone is capable of adding a full decade. And the painful truth is that many women choose this cut specifically because they want to look modern and uncomplicated, and end up with the opposite effect. Have you ever looked at someone in a pixie and thought, "She looks incredible," and tried to figure out what made hers different? There is something specific that separates the transformative version from the aging one. The answer is this. The transformative pixie has length and movement at the top. It has texture, whether through layering, razoring, or deliberate tousled styling. It has softness at the temples. And it is never cut so close at the sides that the ear is fully exposed without any hair touching the face. That single detail, a small piece of hair touching the face at the temple or cheek, is what creates the framing that the cut otherwise removes. Without framing, the face floats. With framing, the cheekbone is immediately defined. The jaw looks lifted. The neck looks longer. Part 4, the center part, the hard truth. This one. I have been thinking about how to say this for a long time. Because the center part is one of those things that feels timeless. It has been there your whole life. It is familiar. It is symmetrical. It looks clean. And every single one of those things is exactly why it is aging you now. The center part is the hairstyle mistake that no stylist ever says out loud. And I have genuinely never understood why. Because the science of it is not complicated. And the fix takes literally no time at all. Here is the aging truth. Perfect symmetry draws the eye to asymmetry. And every human face has natural asymmetry. When a center part divides the face into two equal halves, it invites the viewer to compare them. And comparison reveals every natural irregularity, every slight difference in eye level, cheekbone shape, jaw angle. These are the exact features that a skilled parting would redirect attention away from. A center part puts them on display without meaning to. Beyond symmetry, the center part on fine or graying hair does something else. It exposes the scalp directly at the top center of the head, and that exposed scalp line visually flattens the crown. It removes volume from the highest, most visible point of the head. And in photographs, on camera, in natural light, that flat center scalp line ages a face immediately. I watched a woman in a salon chair last week. Stunning bone structure, perfect posture, and she kept pointing to a photograph of herself from 5 years ago asking why she looks so different. The stylist talked about color and products. Nobody mentioned the center part she had switched to 2 years earlier. That was it. That single change was undoing everything else. The fix is this: move your part. That is all. Move it 1 to 2 inches to either side, whichever feels more natural, and your face transforms immediately. A side part creates diagonal movement across the top of the head. That diagonal line lifts the crown visually, adds the illusion of volume, creates asymmetry that is visually interesting rather than revealing, and frames whichever side of your face is stronger. For most women over 50, a deep side part that sits closer to the arch of the eyebrow than to the center of the head produces the most dramatic lift. It sweeps the hair in a direction that covers the exposed scalp, creates height on one side. Part 5, hair that is too long without shape. Long hair on a woman over 50 is not the problem. Say that to yourself now, because what I am about to tell you is not about length. It never was. The women who wear long hair beautifully past 60 all have one specific thing that most long-haired women over 50 are missing. And once you see it, you will not be able to unsee it anywhere. Long hair without shape is the quietest of all the aging mistakes. Quiet because it looks like a choice. Because length reads as dedication. Because growing your hair feels like an act of confidence. And it is. But when that length has no internal structure, no layering, no shaping around the face, it pulls. Here is the specific aging mechanism. Long unshaped hair, especially when fine or graying, creates a visual downward drag. The weight of the length, particularly when it lies flat against the chest and shoulders, pulls the eye from the face downward. The face loses its framing. The jawline appears heavier. The neck looks shorter. And the woman inside all of that lovely length becomes visually secondary to the hair itself. This specific thing is the most common mistake I see on women who take excellent care of themselves. They hydrate. They use good products. They protect their color. And then they walk out the door with hair that is actively undoing every other good decision. It happens without knowing it. And that is the most important part of what I want to tell you today. Honestly, the fix for long hair is the one I wish someone had whispered to me years ago. It is not a cut. It is a conversation with your stylist about face framing layers. Specifically, the shortest layer of your cut. That shortest layer should never be longer than your collarbone. And it should angle toward your face, not away from it. When hair is layered so that the shortest pieces frame the cheekbones and soften the jaw, while the longer lengths, you just learned the 5 specific hairstyle mistakes that most women spend years making without ever being told. And you did it in one sitting. The blunt bob, the flat crown, the wrong pixie, the center part, the shapeless length. You now know what each one does to your face, and exactly what to do instead. Boom, your bone structure was always this stunning. Now it finally gets to show. Tell me in the comments. Which of these mistakes were you making without knowing it? I read every single one. Next time, we are getting into the clothing color mistake that is quietly draining the life from your complexion. And most women wear it every single day thinking it is a safe choice.